Hello, and welcome to the Barren Breaks. So, yeah, Catatombs to Paris. Well, yeah, it's actually sold out today, but I've got to come back. It's kind of smoke, so hang on, let me just... yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. People just smoke anywhere they want, you know, it's just kind of ridiculous, but... so, yes, we'll just do a rear. Yeah, that's the person smoking there. Right there. Now... Okay, so that's so what is it? Yeah, it's kind of pretty creepy stuff. So a lot of bones, skeletons, underground. Yeah, it's meant to be quite creepy, possibly more creepy than Pompeii. So that's why that's why it's kind of sold out. Well, sold out today. Plus, well, it's Sunday as well. So, but yeah, Barren's got to come back anyway. Got 4 days. Well, I've got 1 day. So 3 days. 1 day will be, of course, French Open on the 2nd, and then leave on the 3rd to Luxembourg for a conference, 4th to the 6th. So I've got a couple of days. Well, I've got, it's probably good I've got those 4 days. So I leave on the, so I got the first, second, let me just think, got the 30 May, is it? So yeah, got the 31st of May, 1st of June. So I'll just have to book this online. Maybe I'll just book it here. Yes, very nice. Okay, so where I'm going to head now, I don't exactly know. Now the opera could be kind of interesting. Going to an opera. The ballet was all sold out because of the French Open. So, well, at least, during that sort of period when Barren going to the 4th round, French Open, maybe that's why, but I don't know, maybe it's just popular. Maybe it's popular. Don't know how that's going to work. Yeah, it's kind of like that, isn't it? Things just book out now. You've really got to sort of schedule ahead of time, and it's difficult when you're travelling like this. What's that bridge? Pont Alexander II, is it? There's a bridge? I don't know. I'll check that out. There's some bridge. I mean, there is quite a lot. There's quite a lot here. You just got to just got to schedule. Plus, I've just travelled half an hour to get out here as well, so I'm going to have to redirect my path. But hang on, let's just kind of smoke again. Just, I don't know, people just smoke where they feel like it. Let me just move out of the way. Get this, it's just kind of like that. I guess it only takes one person to be smoking. I think at the end of the day, you just vape. Get rid of tobacco. Tobacco's old school anyway, and you just allow vape anywhere. You can vape absolutely anywhere, and you just get rid of tobacco. I think that is actually the solution. It's some sort of game theory problem, I guess, if you were to say analyze this. But at least vape will not affect anyone else because it's just water. So anyway, that's Barren's solution. Okay, so yes, I think we'll leave it there. Yeah, so there was that hail. Of course, the election. Well, don't need to do a recap on the election, but it was pretty good. So Jerome Laxall, the Labor MP for. In fact, no, he got knocked out. Yeah, so when John Alexander came in, so Barren was actually campaigning 2016 for JA and for Liberal, and then JA. That's right, JA. When JA left, that's when Jerome Laxall came in. He was a former mayor, Jerome Laxall. But anyway, Jerome Laxall came in. After JA, I think JA, did he retire? Was it 2019 or just after? But, and of course he's, I think quite convincingly. I'd have to have a look. Now the interesting, and yes, of course, Zali Steggall, I'm assuming, Warringah. Now Barren was been campaigning Zali. In fact, started campaigning Zali, went to the US 23, mid-23, and sort of left the Greens, sort of unofficially, and started campaigning for Zali, and went to a couple of events. In fact, Barren was staying in Manly, in a backpack in Manly, just prior to coming to Europe, and went to an event for Zali, but it was just online. You just campaign online at the end of the day. Fatima, of course, a success. I don't know how many seats she was going for anyway. Now the interesting thing is Bradfield. It's always been held by Liberal. Now someone from an independent, I forget the name now. I've checked the name, but I think an independent has actually come in Bradfield, which has typically always been Liberal. So it just shows you an independent, and that's what Zali did. She knocked out Tony Abbott. I don't think he was PM at the time, but she knocked out Tony Abbott, and the swing was huge. It was huge victory for Zali at that time. So I think the way to go is to actually be an independent. As for Fatima, well, it's impressive. To sort of build a party like this. I mean, she could have just become an independent, but she's built a whole party. But I think you just become an independent. And if you become an independent, then that's the way to knock out the two major parties, at least within your electorate anyway. And you can just take out anyone. Tony Abbott, you can take out, I don't know, maybe Peter Dutton. So yeah, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? And okay, so I was going to say, yes, on the Peter Dutton, well, it was actually Ali France. well, Barron's in France. No, not really, in Paris. So, and of course, going to the French Alps on the Monday, or the Barramundi, and yes, and of course ALP Alps, or ALP Australian Labor Party. So I don't know what to make of that. But it's Ali, it's not ALP. Well, no one's called ALP, but of course P for ptarmigan, because actually going to the Alps because of the ptarmigan. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? But yeah, whatever you want to make of that. The other thing I made a post on the Meniscalian. Yeah, so one of the longest words. There's two words, but one of the longest words in Anthony Albanese is in fact nanotesla, which of course means a Tesla itself is very small. This is the nanotesla, which of course is minuscule, and we've got Ant Albanese. So is then the Prime Minister actually the minuscule ant? And further, you can also get antennas out of Anthony Albanese as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. And then the other one was yes, made the connection with the three little birds. So three little birds. So the three politicians or former politicians that come to mind, of course, a hawk. Yes, hawk does finish with an E, but nevertheless, hawk, swan, and peacock. Peacock's going back prior. Barron can't even remember the days of Peacock. I don't think he was a PM anyway. I think he was contesting for PM. He was Liberal, so maybe he was contesting against Hawke. But that sounds right for PM. But he was Liberal, and of course Swan and Swan Hawke Labor and Peacock Liberal. But nevertheless, you've got the three little birds and the bees. If you take Albanese, because you can get bees out of Albanese, and what's the significance of that? Well, yeah, because of the birds and bees, but also the fact that the Three Little Birds is a pretty big hit by Bob Marley, and he just had a movie. Well, I want to say just that there was a movie, One Love, Bob Marley, and in fact Anthony Albanese of initials AA. Is a word. It's an actual Scrabble word. It's a proper word, which means a type of lava, and lava typically means love, or one love. So yeah, I don't know. You can make whatever you want out of that. So yes. Anyway, I made a few posts on Barron's Wall of all that. So yes, some very interesting kind of movements going on with politics. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there. And that was Round Breaks. Ooh, 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 ooh.